Ever thought plants could blow your mind? They've stirred human imagination for centuries, sparking intriguing tales. Sentient plants, ferns that sense touch. Do these sound familiar? But what if the reality is even more riveting? Plants communicating, survival strategies rivaling animal behaviors. These aren't just myths. Let's unearth the captivating world of plants in reality, beyond myths. Get ready to be astounded. Myth 1. Plants have consciousness, similar to humans and animals. This intriguing notion has sparked debate and captivated the minds of thinkers and scientists for centuries. The idea of plant consciousness paints a fascinating, albeit somewhat fantastical picture. But where does science stand on this? Well, the consensus among scientists is that plants, while incredibly complex and remarkable, do not possess consciousness akin to that of humans or animals. This is primarily because plants lack a crucial element for consciousness, a nervous system. Without the intricate network of neurons that animals and humans possess, plants are fundamentally incapable of experiencing consciousness as we understand it. However, this doesn't mean plants are just passive entities. They respond to their environment in impressive ways, reacting to light, water, and even touch. But remember, these reactions are not indicative of conscious thought or feeling. Although plants respond to stimuli, they don't possess consciousness as humans or animals do. So, the myth of plant consciousness, while captivating, is just that, a myth. Myth 2. Talking to your plants helps them grow. Let's delve into this fascinating concept. The belief that plants thrive when spoken to has been around for quite some time. This notion has its roots in the idea that since plants are living organisms, they might respond positively to the sound of a human voice, much like a pet would. But what does science say? Well, it's not quite as simple. Research has shown that plants can indeed respond to certain sound frequencies. They can react to vibrations and even hear in their own unique way. However, this doesn't mean they understand or react to human conversation per se. Instead, they sense the vibrations of the sound waves, which can stimulate certain growth responses. So, your plants won't comprehend your heartfelt conversations or your enthusiastic recitals of Shakespeare. So, while plants can react to sound, your morning chat with your fern may not be as beneficial as you think. Myth 3. Plants can feel pain. This intriguing belief has been around for quite a while. But let's delve into the science behind it. If you've ever hesitated before plucking a flower, thinking it might cause the plant pain, let me put your mind at ease. Pain, as we understand it, is a complex sensation requiring a nervous system and a brain, which plants do not possess. They are fascinating organisms, capable of responding to environmental stimuli in their own unique ways. But these responses are not associated with the kind of subjective experience of pain we, as animals, feel. For instance, when a plant is under attack by pests, it may produce chemicals to deter the attacker, but this doesn't mean it's feeling pain. It's more of a survival mechanism, a reaction to external stimuli. So, the next time you're pruning your roses or plucking some fresh mint leaves for your tea, don't worry. Despite their complex responses to environmental stimuli, plants don't feel pain in the way animals do. Myth 4. Plants can read your thoughts. This might sound like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but believe it or not, some people do hold this belief. They think that plants can sense human emotions or thoughts. But what does science have to say about this? The consensus is clear. Plants do not have the capability to read human thoughts. Why is this the case? Well, just like the concept of plant feelings, the idea of plants reading thoughts hinges on them having a nervous system and a brain, which they simply do not possess. While plants are indeed capable of responding to certain environmental changes, these responses are not the same as human thought processes. The way we think, feel, and perceive the world around us is intrinsically tied to our brain function. Plants, although incredibly complex in their own right, do not have the necessary biological structures to comprehend human thoughts. So, while you're out tending your garden, you don't have to worry about your plants reading your mind. Despite their fascinating capabilities, they certainly can't delve into your thoughts. Let's explore our last myth today. Myth 5. Plants can move independently. This notion, popular among kids, imagines trees taking leisurely walks. However, science disagrees. Botanists confirm plants can't move due to their lack of muscles and flexible cellular structure. Yes, plants like Venus flytraps and sunflowers exhibit movement responding to environmental stimuli, but that's not equivalent to self-directed movement. So, plants, though immobile, are still incredibly fascinating organisms. Now, let's wrap up our journey through the fascinating world of plants. We have debunked some common plant myths, discussed photosynthesis, and shed light on plant consciousness. We underlined the fact that plants interact with their surroundings without human consciousness, and debunked the myth of plants understanding human speech, confirming they only respond to sound vibrations. We also revealed the secret that plants lack emotions. The world of plants is captivating because of their unique biological processes, not because human-like attributes. Remember, science unlocks the key to understanding the verdant world around us and helps in separating myth from reality. If this video sparked your curiosity, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more intriguing insights. Let's keep exploring together.